close your eyes for a moment, take a deep breath, and listen. There is a whisper from heaven in this very moment. It is not the sound of the world, nor the noise of men. It is a gentle voice, yet full of power. It is the sound of the Spirit calling you by name. You didn't arrive here by accident. Every step, every tear, every silence was seen and counted by the God who sees all. You were led to this message by something greater than yourself. Heaven conspired in your favor, because the time has come, the time to awaken, the time to remember who you are, the time to recognize that, even when you felt alone, you were never abandoned. Have you ever wondered why you went through certain pains? Why doors seemed closed? Why promises took so long to be fulfilled? The answer is not in what you lost, but in what God is preparing. There are blessings that require maturity. There are destinies that only manifest when the soul learns to trust. Even without seeing, you were being trained, forged in the fire of waiting, shaped in the silence of prayer. And now heaven is moving. Now the invisible gears begin to turn in your favor. Now angels are sent with heavenly instructions. Now the season changes. The wind that once blew against you will now propel you forward. The land that once seemed barren will now bloom supernaturally. Because God has not forgotten you. He saw every attempt. He collected every tear. And today he says, prepare yourself, for I am making all things new. Don't try to understand with the natural mind. Human logic will never explain the ways of the Most High. But if you can hear with your spirit, you will feel the anointing of this hour. You will feel his presence covering you, like an invisible mantle of glory, like an anointing that heals wounds and renews hope. Herb, you have not been forgotten. Herb, you have not been set aside. Herb, you have been hidden until the right time. And now, the Father calls you into the light. He calls you to purpose. He calls you to walk with him in a new journey, a journey of faith, of miracles, of transformation. Open book, behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Isaiah 43, verse 19. Can you feel it? Something is being born inside you. Something old is dying, so the new can flourish. You are being spiritually repositioned. You are being called to a higher level, to carry not just promises, but the very presence of God. Headphone, keep watching. What comes next is deeper, stronger, more personal. And if this message resonated in your spirit, do not ignore it. Answer the call. Speech balloon comment. I am ready for God's new. Folded hands, leave your prayer request. Dove, share this with someone who needs to hear this word. Fire subscribe to walk with us, step by step, in the eternal purpose. You have not been forgotten. You have been marked by heaven, and the time of manifestation has come. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine heaven bowing over the earth. Imagine angels coming and going with scrolls of promises in their hands. Imagine the sound of invisible trumpets announcing a new time. It is right there where you are now, in the sacred moment between before and after, that something begins to shift inside you. God not only knows your pain, he walked with you in it. He was there when you thought you couldn't bear it, when fear paralyzed you, when the voice of doubt screamed louder than faith. He didn't walk away. He carried you, and now he lifts you up, not as someone defeated, but as someone prepared, because what's coming is not small. It's not ordinary. It's divine. You will be an answer to prayers that aren't even yours. You will be healing where there was once wounding. You will be a voice where silence reigned. You will be light where all seemed dark, not because you are perfect, but because you were broken. And God creates art with fragments. He turns pain into purpose, ashes into glory, tears into rivers of blessing. Crossed swords, the enemy tried to silence you, but your cry rose like incense. And now God responds not only with comfort, but with destiny. You will see doors open where there were only walls. You will see hearts touched just by your presence. You will see the impossible bow to divine order. The time of waiting is over. The time of manifestation has arrived. Sparkles a new anointing is coming upon your life. Sparkles an authority that comes not from titles, but from intimacy with the Father. Sparkles of peace that doesn't depend on circumstances, but on dwelling in the shelter of the Most High. You will no longer be moved by fear. You'll be moved by purpose. You will be the answer. Hourglass not done everything until now was preparation. Even the sleepless nights. Even the days you felt forgotten. But today, heaven opens. Today, the Father clothes you in new mantle. Today, he says, son, daughter, it's time to walk on water. Don't stop here. Don't turn back now. The road ahead will not be easy, but it will be glorious, because the presence of God will go with you. And where his presence is, miracles happen, chains break, lives are transformed. You are a carrier of that presence. You were not called to merely survive. You were called to reign in life, to bring heaven to earth with your words, your faith, your surrender. While many settle for simply existing, you were marked to live fully in the Father's will. Your soul feels it. Your spirit senses it. That's why you feel something great is coming, because it is. You were hidden for a time, not rejected, but preserved, like a seed in the dark soil. God kept you in the secret place to bloom at the exact time. Now that time has come. Everything around you will start to change, because everything inside you has already begun to change. Your mind is being renewed, your vision expanded, your faith ignited. You begin to see with heaven's eyes, to discern the invisible, to boldly declare what God is doing, even when no one else sees, because you no longer walk by sight. You walk by faith, and faith will take you where fear never dared to enter. Candle, the lamp of the Lord is lit within you. You are the answer for your generation. You are an intercessor, a warrior, a prophet of a new time. Do not bow to chaos. Do not hide from your calling, for greater is he who is in you than anything that comes against you. And when the battle feels too intense, remember, you do not fight alone. The Lord of hosts goes before you. You will witness doors opening in the impossible, relationships restored, promises fulfilled, dreams resurrected, and you will understand that nothing was in vain. Every tear watered the garden of the miracle. You are about to walk through paths prepared just for you, and heaven is already celebrating your arrival. You are not just welcome, you are expected. Glowing star. So rise, with faith in your eyes and promise in your heart. Do not look back. Do not fear what is to come, because the one who called you is faithful to fulfill. And he says, I am with you always to the very end. Feel the weight of God's presence in this moment, not as a burden, but as glory, like that invisible mantle descending from heaven, enveloping your heart with warmth, with peace, with a calling you can no longer ignore. The voice of God now whispers in your spirit, rise up, shake off the dust. Your time has come. You were chosen not by chance, but by eternal design. Before your eyes opened in this world, God had already set you apart for this mission. And it doesn't matter what others tried to erase from you. It doesn't matter who doubted your worth. What God spoke about you still stands. And he himself will fulfill it, not based on your merit, but on his faithfulness. You were asleep, but the Spirit now awakens you, like a lion roaring inside you, like fire burning away the debris of the soul. The lies that bound you, the traumas that silenced you, are being broken this very instant. You are no longer in the wilderness as punishment, but as preparation, because the promised land requires maturity, and your heart has been shaped in the secret place, so it won't get lost in the glory. You will begin to see with heavenly eyes. Opportunities that once seemed impossible. Doors that were sealed will be unlocked. Divine connections will come to you, not by human effort, but by heavenly order. Heaven is in motion. God's favor is manifesting. The time of harvest has come. Rainbow, and you will see, with your own eyes, the fulfillment of the word that seemed delayed. But it wasn't delayed. It matured. And now, it will bloom. You will not only be blessed, you will be a fountain, a tree planted by the riverside. Its leaves will not wither, and everything you do will prosper. Open book comment. I receive this promise. Raising hand declare, I am chosen for this time. Speech balloon right in the comments what you believe God is restoring in your life. And remember, you didn't arrive here by accident. This video is not just a message. It is a calling. God is awakening you, and everything in your life is about to change.